What's it? All sorts of other runners here. I think we've got Eddie Knapp along this particular stretch. And one or two others. I think this is the leader we're coming up on now. We're very much spread up along here. Yeah. And surprisingly, there are one or two people who'll be lapped. But it's been a very good turnout. And I think everybody's enjoyed it. Determined finish coming in here. He's obviously going to do a good time. And he's really broken the rest of the field. Well in, number 992, well in, well run. He's won it easily. No problems at all. And here we have the second runner coming in. Number 486. He's coming in very well, very clearly, very strongly. He's going to finish decisively. 983 behind him, 993 I should say. Followed very quickly by 774. The next runner's a very well-known figure in local circles. It looks like he's suffered, but he'll certainly give you a strong finish. This is Philip Dewberry. Come on, Philip. He's going to do a good time at the finish. He won't let people drop at all here. Well finished, Philip. 35-40-second gap since Phil Dewberry come in. And here we've got the next runner. Every runner today, of course, gets a Christmas pudding for finishing the race. A very seasonal event. And here he comes across the line, number 846, well in. And it's yet another Springhead runner behind him. They're very strongly in evidence today, Springhead. This particular man's also going to get a bit stick, and he's well clear of anybody else in the field. And he comes over the line very quickly. Well in, John. Well run. The next runner's coming in now. Again, another Springhead runner, followed by somebody very closely on his heels. It's Colin Pinder, ex-City of Hull, now Springhead Harriers, and he's given a determined burst for the finish. He's going to do a good time here. Well run, Colin Pinder. The next runner's coming in very quickly now, 88989. And then we've got two Halton Price runners coming in. There's going to be a bit of a sprint, but I don't think the second man's going to catch him. Well run. Other runners coming in at various shapes and sizes now. We see Shane Page making a determined effort now. Shane's been a very plucky runner today. He's run first thing this morning in the Club Cross Country Handicap. Plenty of surging in that. Had plenty of surging in this. But I think Shane's about tired after the day today. Well run, Shane Page. We've got everybody coming in now. Dribs and drabs still, really. We're not going to get the thick end of the field in for quite a while yet. But we've got people running across the line in all shapes and sizes now. It's nice that this race can be finished on the track this year. Last year and previous years it's had to be finished outside. Gives everybody a little bit of a flavour of what the track's all about. A fair number of people have turned out to watch the race today. I think they've been helped by the mild conditions, but they've also been helped by the enthusiasm of the runners, who have caught the enthusiasm of people who are watching as well. Here's a man who's really determined to get across that line that little extra bit quicker. He's going to give it every bit of stick up to the line and then stop. And as you can see, there are various other people coming up the field now. This man here is giving it a lot of stick. He's lost half of his number, but he's going to do it over the line. And we're seeing other runners coming across all the time. Still in dribs and drabs, though. It's going to be a while before we see the really thick lads come in. Here he comes. Well, we're still waiting for the First Lady. We've got a while to wait, I think, before the First Lady comes across. Not too long, I hope. We saw a couple of ladies performing quite well. And here we see a couple of other runners giving it, mixing it. I didn't say that way, We've got the First Lady coming up to the line now. She's going to do it. She's coming in very determinedly, well in. The First Lady runner. Congratulations. Thank you. Got a determined sprint for the finish here between two more Halton Price runners. There's going to be no quarter given here. Yes, 862 is going to do it. 861's just slowed off a bit on the line. And he's old man here, is he going to hold off this younger competitor? And here we see somebody coming up now in a City of Hull shirt. He's giving a bit of a determined run for all to finish now. I don't think anybody's going to catch him. Number 850, well in. Right, I'll put a Springhead again. See you during the weekend. Yeah. And here we see a very determined finish by... No. Certainly a determined finish there. Somebody in a Hull rugby shirt coming in now. And then a lot more Springhead runners. There's a young lad here really giving it some great shakes. In fact, there are 3 of them here. Who will hold off? Is this young lad going to hold him off or not? I just lost out. Hard luck. Plenty of people giving plenty of effort in here. And here we've got Mr. Dale. I think he's helping his wife over the line. Well run. Well run. Well run, Mr. Dale. I think he's had 2 easy jogs round today, Mr. Dale. And another Springhead Harrier coming in now. We're starting to get people coming in surges, really. We get 2 or 3, 4 or 5 people at a time. Then a gap. And then another 4 or 5 people following them on afterwards. We're still waiting for the second lady. Plenty of people giving out the Christmas puddings, which they get as prize at the end. Plenty of people really giving it some stick towards the finish. And there we've got the second lady. Well run. I've got a third lady coming up now. Ladies well in evidence in this race so far. Everybody looking like they've really had a good afternoon's run. Plenty of people. Once again, we've got one of these gaps. People tend to run in packs. We've got a gap and one lone man here, followed by somebody else behind him. I would imagine quite soon we'll get another surge, another group of 4 or 5 people coming in over the line at the same moment. Getting a little chilly now, but in ideal conditions really. Far better than we've had on many of the summer races, when we had wind or heavy rain. All sorts of people coming in now. Plenty of stick. Getting plenty of stick along these particular stretches here. Now this Springhead runner is really going to give it some run for the line. And here we've got a Halton Price lady coming in just across the line. About 4th lady home. Well run. Everybody's really enjoyed themselves this afternoon. And there's some really fierce finishes going over the line there. We see plenty of Springhead runners coming again, very strongly in evidence here. A lot of the younger ones. Oh dear. Come on, he's really giving it some stick for the line here, this young lad. He's done it indeed. And here we've got a really fast finish coming on. 2 really sprinters here. Who's going to do it? Is it the man in blue? He's just going to hold out the man in white. People really enjoyed themselves this afternoon. Plenty of really enjoyable fun this afternoon. It's been hard work. 2 laps, 6k. More Halton Price runners coming across the line. And again behind them more Springhead. Springhead and Halton Price has featured very strongly this afternoon. A few City of Hull and a few East Hull as well, but largely fun runners or Springhead runners or a few Halton Price runners. They've run it very well. A lot of determination here. Some people are going to make some very good runners if they stick at it here. Look at this. Look at this. Well run. Well run. The Christmas puddings are going out quickly. I don't suppose people will be eating them this afternoon, but we'll be pleased to receive them as a memento of the race. Again, we get one of these spaces. Quite long gaps between runners. Plenty of runners still out on the course. It just shows how far spread out people are on this particular course at the moment. You can see from here roughly how many people are watching the race. It's generated a lot of enthusiasm, this particular race, as usual. Last Christmas was the same. A lot of people turning out, a lot of people really enjoying themselves. A good afternoon's running by all concerned. And we see some more finishers coming in at this particular moment. A couple of lads. Here's one coming over the line now. All look like they're giving it a bit of stick. It's been an interesting race, really. Up front, we expected early on that Phil Dewberry would probably take the lead, and probably hold the lead, in fact. But Phil perhaps has been suffering, I don't know whether it's from over-racing, over-training or injury. But he certainly wasn't his usual sharp self early on, and was dropped by the leading pack. Well, it was very decisively clear. And here we see another block of people coming in. They're coming for the line, no problem at all. Ah, come on, Mark Smith and girlfriend, well done. Here they're coming for the line, plenty of sprinting. Oh yes, and Mark's beaten quite easily there. Mark's well beaten there, no problem at all. Hi. How are you? Oh yes, you had. Have you only been round once? Surely you've been around more than once.
No, around the whole thing.
Oh no.
Twice.
Twice, yes. Oh yes. You must count properly. No, you've got it right. How do you feel after this afternoon?
Absolutely lovely.
We're looking very well on it.
Thank you.
Right then. We're coming towards the end of the commentary now. We're going to have to turn off in a moment. People have really enjoyed themselves this afternoon. Everybody who's runs received the Christmas pudding on finishing. There's been a great deal of enthusiasm by all concerned, and a great deal of credit must go to the organisers, Springhead Harriers, who've got so many people mobilised at what is normally a very dark, dismal time of the year. And let's hope that people keep up the running for the spring, because I think a lot of these people have got a lot of potential and could do very well out of running in the future.
Mark, you don't answer one from the club. You don't give too many answers. Some of these